Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to my, hopefully, last broadcast of the NAGA kickoff week here. We have El Paso, DC, as part of our 1 p.m. slate of games. So, welcome to Season 7, everybody. Yeah, that was a long time without football, so I appreciate you guys sticking with us for as long as you did, but football is finally here. We will be working out some things in this first week. I did have a lot going on this week, so by week 2, definitely for sure, it should start to feel a little bit more like normal, but week 1 is gonna not be perfect, and that's okay. I am kind of rushing these out here. I'm actually recording this the morning of, so yeah, that's just so you guys know where I'm at right now. So yeah, so that's been my weekend. Yeah, El Paso, DC here. 2 out of 4 taking either team. 48% chance to win for DC. But El Paso on the season last season was 4-8 with a minus. They were 4-8 last year. Is that actually correct? I don't think that's actually correct. What were they actually last year? Season 6 standings. Oh my god, they were 4-8. I thought they were a little bit better than that. Anyway, minus 88 point differential. They were 30th in total offense, 28th pass offense, 19th rush offense. Total defense was 13th, pass 12th, rush 19th. And DC was 1-11, minus 221 point diff. Last in total offense, 22nd pass, 30th rush. Last in total defense, second last in passing defense, last in rushing defense. So, bottom of the barrel here for DC. And I mean, I kind of feel bad for him, to be honest. I really do. Anyway, let's, I already saw the extra picks, so there's that. Hopefully, DC has been quite impressive in some sims that I have been doing. So, hopefully, all of the cellar dweller rumors will go away. Hopefully. We are playing in Orlando's stadium, hence the blue walls. But, yep, this is Apollo Field in Richmond, but of course we are using Orlando's base because their team in the Axis base game is called the Rockets, so that is why. Nate Smith will return for El Paso here, and new QB Ronan Gallagher. Yes, that Ronan Gallagher will take the field for El Paso. Of course, the starting QB on Virginia Beach for the past 4 years now got traded to El Paso. Sean Miles, the former Orlando backup running back, is now the El Paso starting running back here. Pretty fast is Sean Miles. Take a look at his stats last year. 158 carries for 786 yards, 4 TDs. Also added 180 yards on a TD in the receiving game. That short pass will be incomplete, and that will send out the El Paso punt team. Adam Day will boot it deep. And returning this one It'll be Carson Parker. And Damian Clinkscales here, facing off against his former team. Clinkscales, an 85 overall star development quarterback out of Vanderbilt. Ray Jeter on the carry. Clinkscales not generally well liked here as a quarterback. Was subject to a lot of booing when they really struggled. So yeah, El Paso fans glad that he is out of there. Now they have a lot better quarterback at the helm, so there's that. Pass is complete there for the first down. Go! 6.5 to go. Clinkscales. Pass here is incomplete. Defended by a linebacker, Sean Harrison. Intended for running back Marquise, or not Marquise Maddox. Sorry, Traquan Northington. Maddox was the previous bearer of the number 26. I believe he got traded somewhere. I forget where. Andrew McCarthy on the tackle there. 3rd and 12 coming up. A play action here. Complete! Brandon Guthrie down the sideline. Star dev receiver already in his 6th season out of Indiana State. Not many players out of there, but he is one of them. And in motion is tight end Tyler DePew. Northington on the carry. Did Jeter get hurt or something? Why is he not in? That's weird. Hike. Toss plays. Northington. Okay, no, he's just, I guess, running back 2 for now. That's interesting. 3rd and 5 coming up. DePew stands up on that left side. They'll go fake draw to the end zone for Rowland. And that is incomplete. Donovan Travis on the coverage. Theo Klein on to attempt a field goal from about 41 yards out. And DC has themselves the lead. Smith returning out across his 25. Gallagher looking complete. Kenny Knight hauls it in. One of the bigger free agent acquisitions, I believe. Knight, an 82 overall superstar development out of Alabama. Miles on the reception. Jermaine Buckhalter and Max Gustafson in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Gallagher back to pass. Has some time. And that is Miles on the grab. Robert Graham and Dominic Jacobs on the stop. Third down already here. El Paso with 3 wide receivers. There's one of them. Eric Fletcher hauls it in. Gallagher in the gun. Ball to 25. Eugene Andrews on the carry. Levi Hill on the tackle. The superstar development defensive end. Season 3 first-round pick out of Arkansas. Pass is complete. And that is the first career catch for new number 1 tight end, Brandon Hawk. Rookie tight end, 3rd round pick out of Notre Dame. Of course, was going to be the number 2 tight end behind Barrett Galbraith until Galbraith, 88, decided to move to receiver. 3rd down and 4 for Gallagher and company. Right on cue is Galbraith, and he has a 1st down. Formerly the Orlando tight end for many, many years. Galbraith, 6'6", 255. Pass is complete. Miles, look at the change of direction, and he gets in for the score. Told you, this man is fast and can change direction on a dime. Wow. Extra point by new kicker Cameron Morrissey is good. Morrissey, the Mr. Irrelevant of the draft back in season 3. Back when we had a 24-team league then, he was round 7, pick 168, but has now developed himself into an 80 overall and a starter on this team. Of course, they did have Alex Delgado as their kicker last year, an 83 overall, but the introduction of the new coaching system is part of the reason why Morrissey is starting here. They hired Jim Garrity, who went to the University of Pittsburgh, I believe, and is giving a boost to Morrissey in that special teams department. So, yeah. Coaching system is a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of movement before this week 1 season. Toss play, it's Northington. 22 on the stop for El Paso. That's Isaac Staples, the second-year superstar outside linebacker out of Ohio State. 3rd and 2. Northington stuffed. Donovan Travis getting to him. Luke Carlisle on to punt on the 4th down here for DC. Smith going to return it. From inside is 15. Got about 4 on that return. Maybe 5. Miles on the handoff there. Good for 2. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. A handoff right side. It's Miles and a face mask. Michael Fletcher will give El Paso 15 free yards here. Handoff, it's Miles on the carry. Max Gustafson on stop. Exactly halfway through this second quarter, rather. Gallagher, couple step drop, complete. Fullback Trent Kane on that one in. And that's a 1st down. Getting them inside of DC territory. Handoff again. It's Miles who's been busy. Good for 8. They'll sit him down for a play or 2. Andrews coming into the game. 2nd and 2, they'll pass. Gallagher, complete. Kenny Knight got back to the line, maybe picked up a yard. 28 Antoine Harrell on the stop. Miles on the carry amid all of the DC chants by the Rockets faithful here. They will not get him for a stop. Instead, Miles picks up the first down. Red zone time here for the Toros. Gallagher to Andrews out of the backfield. Picks up a good chunk of 7 there as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down, 3. Another shotgun set for Gallagher. Looking, pass here, incomplete. Quick little throw, complete, but he will be short. It's Timothy Boucher on the reception. That was his first career catch, I believe, despite being in the league for a season already. Field goal was good by Morrissey, and that gives El Paso a 10-3 lead late in the first half. Carson Parker. Returned to the 35. Clink Scales will throw it, flag on the play here. And it'll be a defensive hold on Nico Malatesta, who must have made contact with the receiver as he was going over there. A bailout there for DC. Clink Scales going to fire deep again. This time it is knocked away. Donovan Travis has been all over the place today, breaking up passes. Tonight. Clink Scales throws again, deep, incomplete. This time it is DeQuan Thompson, the now starting free safety, acquired in a trade from Memphis. 86 overall started end. Just in his second year, by the way. He's still pretty young. That was Jeter on the carry, Lorenzo Salvaggio on the stop, and that'll force a DC punt by Carlisle. Nate Smith to return. First and 10. Pass caught. Brandon Hawk. Good for 8. Gallagher over the middle. He's got Galbraith. Nice play there. El Paso calls their second timeout. That one goes for 15. Hike. Throw again. Has Fletcher. And they keep rolling here. Last timeout used, however. I do believe El Paso kicks off to begin the second half. So it'll be cool to get points, I believe. Or unless I'm just silly and don't remember, which is probably the case. Yeah. It's been a long weekend. Third and 4, crowd on their feet looking for a stop here, and they will not get one. Kenny Knight picks up a first down with Jordan Damon on the stop. Gallagher, quick throw, end zone. Galbraith hauls it in. Touchdown, Toros. Oh, when he hits the Brady! Brady! PAT is good by Morrissey. There we go. Morrissey's kick to Carson Parker. Nine seconds to go. Could see a deep shot here, or maybe not. Nope. No, because why would you, right? Why? I don't know. Anyway, clink scales. Yikes. Ouch. There's a completion. Guthrie will call a timeout with 1 second left. (17-3), likely going to be your halftime score unless something crazy happens here. No. Okay. First half is over. Second half coming up in a bit. Bada bing, bada boom, we're back. Richmond does receive an DC. Sorry, I keep calling them Richmond because that's what their name was for 5 seasons. I'm going to do that a lot this season. If I ever call any more DC games, I will be calling them Richmond from time to time, just so you know who I'm talking about here. Yeah, clink scale is on the keeper that time. Good for 3. I mean, he's fast, but is he that fast? Clink scale's back again, incomplete. Third and 7.
Hike.
Clink scale is going to throw it. That pass is complete. Landed Guthrie. Good for 21 on that play. Despite being called for a hitch route, it kind of turned into a fly pattern there. Kind of Jeter on the run. Daquan Thompson getting to him for the tackle. .39-yard line is where the Rockets will run this second down play. Offensive tackle Jordan Perez going down for a few plays. He'll come back in a bit. Clink scales on the keeper. Fools a defensive lineman. That was 95, Julius Stevenson, playing against his former team. Northington. Touchdown, DC. Traquan Northington gets in, and DC has pulled this game to within a score. Lions extra point, good. Nate Smith on the return. And stopped at about the 27-yard line. Gallagher fires it complete. Nice ball to Brandon Hawk. Not bad for his first career game. That's already his 3rd catch, I believe. Fitting right into this El Paso offense here. First down El Paso. Gallagher over the middle. He's got Galbraith. Good connection there. As Gallagher pumped up on the sideline. Two tight end formation now. Also the fullback Trent Kane in the game. Play action. Gonna go to Kane. Complete. Robert Graham, nice tackle in the open field. Gain of 6 for Kane, 2nd and 4. They're taking his time, gonna hand it off. Nice block. Sean Miles picks up the first down. But that pulling guard there. Who is the left guard? Rutledge? 60? Yeah. Andrew Rutledge. Great block there to pick up the first. Gallagher. Wide open in the end zone is Brandon Hawk. There's his first career TD. What about that? Brandon Hawk, 4 catches on 4 targets today. And does El Paso have a new tight end of the future on their hands? Brandon Hawk, by the way, already a 79 overall at just 23 years of age. He does have superstar development, by the way, so he could get real good real fast. And I am definitely excited. This guy was a 3rd-round pick, mind you. He was passed on in the first 2 rounds. Actually, was the first pick of the 3rd round, number 65. So, yeah, definitely interesting. So, I'm excited for him. Fritz Richard, welcome back to the El Paso defense. Missed all of last year with a big injury. Northington on the carry, 51 on the tackle. That is Theo Bailey, former Virginia Beach draft pick in season 2. 81 overall started out of Andy. Clinkscales couldn't find his target that time. And DC will punt. That's Carlisle. Smith will let it bounce inside the 5, and this is a beautiful punt. El Paso backed up. Gallagher throwing. Complete! And look who it is! Brandon Hawk again! And a face mask. They're almost at midfield already. Oh man, Brandon Hawk is so pumped up. I love it. Not bad for a rookie. Go! Gallagher. Feeling the pressure this time, will go down. It is Jermaine Buckhalter on the corner blitz. Very nicely done there. 2nd and 17, under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Miles on the run. Third down 6 coming up here. It's intercepted. Gallagher coughs it up. Jordan Damon on the pick. And that will end the 3rd quarter here. Clinkscales. Wide receiver screen. Has Cyrus Strickland. Complete for a gain of 2. Rowland and Guthrie in the game at receiver. Jeter going nowhere on that. Julius Stevenson against his former team, as mentioned earlier. The veteran defensive end for El Paso. 3rd and 10, Clinkscales. Pass is complete. It's Brandon Guthrie as he picks up some yak inside the 40. Tackle made by 31, Alfonso Blackwell. Shotgun set, handoff here to Jeter. Not going that far, Lorenzo Salvaggio on the tackle, loss of 2. Clinkscales looking short, complete. Strickland flag down. Offensive hold on Trevon Crowder. Back him up 10 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 22. All right at the midfield stripe. Jeter again on the handoff. And Sean Harrison that time bringing him down. Could see a big pass here from DC on 3rd and 20. They'll go play action here. Clinkscales unloads and completes it to Brandon Guthrie, who's turning out to have quite a game. 6 for $163 on 6 targets. Can't really get much better than that. Clinkscales gonna fire it here to Roland, getting him closer. That is a gain of about 6. 2nd and goal from the 3. A toss play. Jeter, end zone. Touchdown, DC. And they are right back in this game, only down by a score. Now, I do not know if they want to actually go for the kickoff conversion here. There is still 5 minutes left in this game. But I believe, does it start kicking in the 4th quarter or partway through the 4th quarter? Not entirely sure about that yet. Might be with 3 minutes to go, I reckon. I don't know. I will get confirmation eventually from Danny himself, but yeah. So, anywho, Gallagher to Hawk, and yikes. Just yikes. Robert Graham on the tackle. 2nd down, 15. Gallagher. Gonna scramble, he's pretty fast. And that'll be a gain of 8, 3rd and 7. Crowd on their feet here. DC in need of a huge stop. Gallagher's pass knocked down. Jordan Damon says not today. And El Paso will punt it away. DC getting the ball back here with about 4 minutes to go-ish. Down inside the 20. And Damian Clinkscales going to try and get a late touchdown drive going here against his former team. Toss. Jeter. Second and 8 coming up here. It's a handoff. It's Jeter again. Bailey that time on the tackle. 3 minutes to go here. 3rd and 4. Clinkscales incomplete. And this 4th down will decide the game. At least mostly. 4th and 4. DC needs this to stay alive. Got it. Complete to Jordan Cousins? Haven't heard that name in a minute. Originally a San Diego depth receiver. 80 overall, normal out of Temple. Kind of forgot they picked him up. To be honest, that's kind of what happens. With my brain, it's like, oh, I forgot you picked this guy up. Complete again. Cousins. 2nd and 1. Both teams, by the way, all 3 timeouts left. That is something important to note. DC down by 7 here. Clinkscales looking Unloads deep. Incomplete. Good defense there by Lonnie Clemens. Third and 1 here. Clinkscales complete. It's Jacory Rowland. Clinkscales, a minute and a half to go. Complete to Guthrie. His #1 target today. Minute 16 and counting here. This is getting intense. Clinkscales looking deep. End zone. Incomplete. Oh, man. Alfonso Blackwell on the breakup there. Clinkscales to throw deep again. Tyler Depew, incomplete. Oh, that would have been so nice. Minute to go, 3rd and 10. Clinkscales throws. Intercepted Lonnie Clemens, and that'll probably do it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Couple more run plays here, and that'll probably do it. But what a way to end a big defensive turnover there. As long as this play takes at least 10 seconds, this will probably be the game. Actually, I think it's the game regardless. It's 3rd down. I mean, it should be 44 seconds. Oh, I guess they're deciding to run the ball. I don't know why it wouldn't take a knee here and just punt it out of bounds, but that's just me. Miles hits the first down. That is the game. 24-17 in a thriller. DC was so close. But Lonnie Clemens seals the deal, and Brandon Hawk's touchdown, actually the game-deciding touchdown in this one. Look at Gallagher, man. Holy cow. 23 of 28. That is why he is one of the league's best right there. Oh my gosh. No injuries. Hooray. Love to see that. Player stats, of course. Gallagher. Whew. Miles, great job. Brandon Hawk leading the team in catches in his first career game. 100% reception to target ratio. You can't ask for much better. That is going to be an amazing connection for years and years to come. Clinkscales, not so good. 218, 48%, 1 pick. Jeter, meh. Northington, meh. Guthrie, yeah. 7 for 181. Rowland just didn't have it today for some reason. 2 receptions, 7 targets for 10 yards. Even Jordan Cousins had more yards than he did. Depew targeted 4 times. I would like to see him get more involved in the offense. He's a great talent, that's for sure. Yep, Dame with the interception early on. Yep, Buckhalter, a couple of guys there. Great. Returns, kick, and game stats. Bang. We did it. We got through a stream without something going wrong. Hooray. Yeah. Refer to my Reno Columbus stream for this, by the way. Anywho, that'll be it from me. I gotta head out of here, actually. So I will see you guys later, and have a great rest of your week 1, folks. Take care.